Hi everyone. Today video is on .NET 5 Web API display PDF in the browser. So which means we are loading PDF onto the browser through our .NET 5 Web API endpoint. Okay. So in this demo we are going to create two kind of endpoints. So one is to load the PDF from the physical folder in the server. So within the server we will have a PDF file, so we will read that PDF file and open that PDF file onto the browser. Okay. And the next endpoint is we are going to consume the external domain PDF. Okay. And we will return the response like opening the PDF onto the browser. Okay. So these two kind of scenarios we are going to implement in our demo today. Okay. Now let's create our .NET 5 Web API project. Here I am using the Visual Studio Code Editor. Okay, so this is the command to create the Web API template. So .NET CLI command, and to use Visual Studio, we should use 2019 version, latest version, because to build .NET 5, we should have the 2019 latest version. Okay, so Visual Studio users make sure to have the latest 2019 VS. So my project has been successfully created. Now I am going to open my project in Visual Studio Code Editor. So here is my project opened in Visual Studio Code Editor, and the target framework is .NET 5. Okay, so let's create a controller for my demo. I will name controller like PDF controller. So our PDF controller look like this. So first thing is we will create a action method. That action method going to load the PDF from our physical folder location. Okay, so let me create the action method. So this is my action method and my action route. Okay, so let's define HTTP web as well. HTTP get. So here to load from the physical folder, what I will do, I will create a www root folder. So www root folder is a fixed name which can be understood by the .NET framework. So www root folder will contains all the static files like images, PDFs, any text files. Okay. So instead of www root, let's create a folder like PDF. And for my demo purpose, I have added a PDF file. Okay. So inside of the PDF folder. Okay. Now my target is to load this PDF from my web API endpoint. Okay. Okay. Let's assign our path. And next, now what I will do, we will read the PDF file as byte array. Okay. Array of byte. To do that, yeah, we can use system.io.file.read all bytes async. Okay. So here I can pass my physical path. Okay. Since it is asynchronous, we should await it and we should decorate with async and task keywords. Okay, now we are reading bytes of data. Now we need to assign its bytes of data into .io dot memory stream. Okay, so this memory stream, what it will do means it will read and maintain the byte stream into the application memory. Okay, as a stream. Okay, it will take bytes as input and I will pass my PDF bytes data. Okay, now return and Web API provides one kind of method for the file stream. Okay, that return type is file stream result. Okay, here it can accept memory stream instance as well as the content type. Constructor, I believe. Okay, not a method, it is a constructor class we can use. And I need to specify application slash PDF. See, this content type is main reason. Okay, here from API we are returning a stream, but browser will understand this content type and renders the PDF onto the browser. So this is the key for rendering the PDF onto the browser. Okay, so that's it. Our endpoint to load the uh, PDF onto the browser. So let's test our endpoint. Okay, and my action method path name. Okay, I'm invoking. Sorry, my controller name PDF controller. Okay, I think it will load now. See, a MVC PDF doc, sample PDF doc, which I showed here, www root folder. Okay, so now I am able to preview, see the path. This path is my endpoint path and it is previewing the PDF. Okay, okay, one way of retrieving the PDF is done. Now, next thing is I want to consume the PDF from the external domain URL. Okay, so this is a sample PDF. Okay, that I am going to consume from my code. Okay, so let's create our new endpoint. So I will create like public async task action result load PDF from external domain. HTTP get and we'll just define route load from external domain. Okay. So to consume any external calls, what we have to use? HTTP client. Okay. So .NET has provided several different types of techniques, but here we are going to use named HTTP client type technique. Okay. So what is named HTTP client technique? So named HTTP typed client technique means registering our external domain into the HTTP client factory. So everything HTTP client instance is advised to create from the HTTP client factory. Okay. So in this named technique, what we have to do means we need to register our domain. Okay. So my PDF domain, I need to register with the HTTP client factory. Next, HTTP client instance will be created from the HTTP client factory using the registered names. So once we register our domain with the HTTP client factory, wherever we want to create a HTTP client instance for invoking the API call, at that time, we need to get our instance of the HTTP from the HTTP client factory. That can be done by using the passing our registered name as a input parameter. Okay. So if you want to see the sample code, see here in startup class, we should register our domain like this. So here PDF domain is registered. So here what I'm doing, if you observe in the red text PDF domain, this is my registration name. Okay, and here I am registering my domain with the HTTP client factory. Add HTTP client factory, nothing but it will ultimately register our domain into the HTTP client factory. Okay, so in the controllers, what we have to do, we need to inject the HTTP client factory into the constructor, and in the action method, what we have to do, we need to use create client. So this create client method, nothing but it will return the HTTP client instance. So what kind of input parameter it is taking? Create client method, it is taking the registered name of our domain. See here, PDF domain. We have registered, right? Same name will be used to create the HTTP client instance. So this process is nothing but called named HTTP client technique because it depends upon the name. So based on the name, HTTP client factory generates the HTTP client instance with all configurations that are registered in the startup file. Okay. I think it makes sense to you all what is HTTP client. Okay, sorry, named HTTP so client. First, what we have to do, we need to register our domain into the startup file. So go to startup file, add HTTP client. Okay, and here you need to specify the name. So this name, the string value will be the key for generating the HTTP client instance. Okay, PDF domain. You can define any of your name of your own choice. Okay, and basic configuration like base URL. So let me copy the base domain. Okay, okay, that's our configuration for startup file. Next, go to our PDF controller, and inside of the constructor, let's inject the HTTP client factory. So we have injected the HTTP client factory. Now I want to create the instance of the HTTP client. Okay, where the client equal to the client factory created, and here we need to pass my registered name. What is the registered name? PDF domain. Okay, so if you hover over here, you can see HTTP client. This create method ultimately returning. Okay, and I want to define path to my URL path to my PDF. Okay, so domain is already registered in startup, right? Simply if we define path is enough because HTTP instance here we are creating, right? That will contain the base domain. So I am only here defining path, just path. Domain will be taken care by the HTTP client instance. So now await HTTP client get async and pass the path. Okay. Now what I will do, I am going to read the response stream into my memory stream like before. You know, okay, here what I will do, response dot content dot read as byte array string. Okay, so I'm going to read that one. I'll pass it to the memory stream. And finally, just copy this line of code here. Okay, so just save it. So my application is running. Let's test. So this is the original domain, right? Now what I will do, I'm going to copy my domain and I am going to get my action method path. See, I am loading. So this domain is free.chcau. This is external domain, right? So this PDF, sample PDF, I am loading from my endpoint. Okay. So those are the two different techniques for loading the PDF and opening it onto the browser. Okay. So that's all, guys. Hope you understand the opening techniques for PDF onto the browsers. So if you like my video, please do subscribe to my channel. Soon we will meet with the new videos. Until then, signing off.